Hello friends, welcome to your channel ROV classes, and in today's video I will explain the directivity of the antenna and how to derive the expression of the directivity of the antenna. So before directivity, first we have to understand what is directive gain. Okay, so directive gain of an antenna in a given direction is defined as radiation intensity of the given antenna divided by radiation intensity of reference antenna. Please remember this. The distance for measuring intensity and the input power level are kept constant. Okay, before measuring the radiation intensity of the given antenna or radiation intensity of the reference antenna, we have to remember that we have to maintain the distance. We have to keep the distance constant and the input power level constant. Okay, these two parameters we have to keep constant. And for reference antenna we will use reference antenna. For reference antenna, isotropic antenna or dipole antenna. Okay, so this is the expression of the directive gain of the antenna. And now what is the directivity? Directivity is nothing but the maximum directive gain in a particular direction. Okay, directivity is the maximum directive gain in a particular direction. So directivity is defined as maximum radiation intensity divided by radiation intensity of reference antenna. Reference antenna. So directive gain dg will be equal to U divided by U naught. Okay, where U is the radiation intensity of the given antenna and U naught is the radiation intensity of the reference antenna. In reference antenna we are using isotropic radiator, isotropic antenna or dipole antenna. So dg will be equal to u divided by p radiated divided by 4 pi. So dg will be equal to 4 pi u divided by p radiated. So directivity will be D equal to 4 pi u maximum radiation intensity divided by p radiation. Radiation of intensity is a function of space coordinate theta and phi. Okay, radiation intensity is a function of space coordinator theta and phi. So we can write like that: u is a function of some constant b naught and a function of theta and phi. Okay, and we also know that u is equal to r square w av, and we have calculated the expression of radiation intensity 1 divided by 2 eta e theta phi mod square plus e phi theta phi square. Okay, so this we have proved in the previous lecture. So u is a function of theta and phi. You can see here in this expression u is a function of theta and phi. So we have some constant here. This is a general term. Okay, we have some constant b naught and a function term which is a function of theta and phi. Okay, functional relation with theta and phi. So you can write here constant and functional relation. Okay, so u equal to b naught f theta phi. Okay, so u maximum will be equal to b naught is a constant, so it will remain as it is, and f theta phi will be maximum for u max. Okay, so total radiated power will be equal to total radiated power P radiation equal to double integral where phi varies from 0 to 2 pi and theta varies from 0 to pi u sin theta d theta d phi. Okay, in previous video we have defined this formula where P radiation is a surface solid angle integral of the u d sin theta d theta d phi. So here u equal to b naught f, you can write here first u d ohm. Okay, where d ohm equal to sin theta d theta d phi. Okay, so P radiation equal to b naught double integral f theta phi sin theta d theta d phi. So our directive gain dg, directive gain dg equal to 4 pi u divided by P radiation. Okay, we put the value of u and P radiation. We have already calculated the value of P radiation and we know the u So it will be equal to 4 pi f theta and phi divided by integral double integral f theta phi sin theta d theta d phi, where phi varies from 0 to 2 pi and theta varies from 0 to pi. This is the expression of directive gain. Now the directivity d naught equal to d naught equal to 4 pi u maximum divided by p radiation. So it will be equal to 4 pi f theta phi. Yeah, you can write it f max. Okay, for u max f max, and b naught will be cancelled out again. Double integral phi from 0 to 2 pi and theta 0 to pi, f theta phi sin theta d theta d phi. And you can see here, to normalize this value we have to divide this function with its maximum value. So what we will do here, we divide the numerator and denominator by f max theta and phi, and we write here f and normalize f and theta and phi equal to f theta phi divided by f max theta phi. So we have to divide both numerator and denominator with f max theta and phi, so that we can get here f and normalized value. So see here, now d naught equal to 4 pi in double integral 0 to 2 pi 0 to pi f n theta phi sin theta d theta d phi. Okay, and d naught equal to 4 pi divided by ohm A. This is nothing but beam solid angle. Okay, beam solid angle. This quantity is beam solid angle. Here omega A equal to 1 divided by f theta phi max double integral 0 to 2 pi and 0 to pi f theta phi sin theta d theta d phi. Okay, now see here how to calculate beam solid angle. Suppose this is the main radiation beam. This is the mathematical formula to calculate beam solid angle. If we know the information about radiation pattern, so how to calculate omega A? The beam solid angle, first write the beam solid angle is the angle through which all power of antenna would flow if its radiation intensity is constant, or you can say equal to U max for all values of angle with omega A. Now see here, this is the mathematical formula to calculate beam solid angle. If we know the radiation pattern, so how to calculate beam solid angle? Now what you have to do here, you have to calculate the 3 dB beam width in both the plane. We have two planes here, E plane and H plane. So you have to calculate 3 dB beam width in both plane. Okay, E plane and H plane. So we can write here theta 1r for E plane and theta 2r for H plane or another plane which is perpendicular to each other. So beam solid angle will be equal to theta 1r and theta 2r. Half power beam widths in radian in E and H plane. Okay, so suppose if f is given to you and the values of limitation of theta and phi is given to you, we will apply this formula to calculate beam solid angle. Otherwise we can calculate the beam solid angle directly, calculate the half power beam width in both the plane. Okay, so omega equal to theta 1r theta 2r, and this formula only valid if your radiation pattern has no side lobes. Okay, if your radiation pattern have side lobe, then this formula is not effective. If suppose you have a side lobes, okay, which are effectively high as compared to main lobe, so this formula is not applicable. But generally we use this formula because side lobe levels are too less as compared to the main lobe. So this formula is only applicable for low side high side if your side lobes are low. So we can write here directivity will be equal to 4 pi upon beam solid angle, or you can write here 4 pi upon theta 1r theta 2r. Okay, so you can see here the values of theta 1r and theta 2r are in radian. So to calculate this into the degree, you have to convert this quantity into the degree. So you can write here 4 pi 180 divided by pi square divided by theta 1d theta 2d. Or when you solve this quantity, you will get here 41253 divided by theta 1d theta 2d. Okay, so see here, if you know the half power beam width in degree in both the plane, so you can apply directly this formula and you can get the value of directivity of the given antenna. Okay, so this is the all about directivity of the antenna. So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and share this video. Thank you.